It's turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. And he's heaved it away. Saka. Oh, it's played into the area. And here's Martin. Chance for a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Aim forwards. Played out to the right. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Timber. Arsenal making a good start. Nice level of intensity in there. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. His positioning was spot on.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Timber. Saka. Ødegaard, gently done. Rice. Sporting, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Moved on forwards. Gabriel cuts it out. Rice. That's really well manoeuvred. Zubimendi. And it's Rice. That's a nicely weighted pass. And that pass just didn't quite work. Zubimendi. Out towards the flank. Wins the duel this time. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Overhit and out of play. Pressing's intense and it's paid off. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And here's Saka. Plays it through. Trincao. they can counter here. Saka. No, it's Saka. Real chance! It's really well cleared. No, it's Saka. It's a loose ball. Could be danger here. The ball goes in. Goes down, but nothing given. Good determined running there, but not back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
And here's Martinelli. Rice. Odegaard. Zubimendi. Lovely Odegaard! Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And that is out of play. Saka, and it's lofted through here.
Saka, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Odegaard shifted upfield, and he welcomes it in. Danger averted for now. So who's he picking out? It's a quick ball upfield. Trincao, on a strong run down the right. Trincao. Showing good feet. Played in, climbs up big! And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a fascinating half, full of talking points, not least that last very late one. So they head in no further forward. The score here is still 0-0. Here we go again then.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. And finally, he has breathed life into the game. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Suarez. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. A corner it is then. And it's been taken short. Suarez takes a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Played it short. That's very neat. Here it is, crossed in, and the keeper beats it away. Played out wide. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Oh, that's neat. Saka. Purring through. Shot at goal! And he has been fouled there.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. He's trying the shot. Now it's Saka. Now it's Odegaard. Chance! Trincao. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. It's a throw-in. Arsenal are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Can he deliver? Trincao, and that's aimed into the middle. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Martinelli absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Martinelli, probing pass. Rui Silva sends that a long way. Martinelli. And that could set him on his way. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Sporting are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Tries a deft little ball. That was very necessary.
Sporting really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's found a way through. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Great chance! Can he spark a counter here? Subimendi. Odegaard, who does have an assist to his name. Defending was strong and firm. And it's Rice. Over to the left. And the counter is on. Oh, it's taken out, that'll be a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Gabriel attempts a clearance.
Sporting really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Saka. Shot, surely! So close to drawing level.
That's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong there. It's a let-off for that defence.
Trossard. And it's Lewis Skelly. That's good play. Great defending, strong and determined.
Arsenal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Tries to think it through. There's the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Sporting with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. It's a mighty effort! Oh, not the best of headers. Lewis Skelly. Rice. Saliba, made up towards the front line. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Keeper's got good distance on that. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Well, that's well seen too. Nicely intercepted.
There's only one word for this. It's baffling. That team needs to figure out where the ball needs to be, and it's not there.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to